Welcome back to Mike's Monsters. Today, we're looking at the S.H.MonsterArts line with their new Gigan 1972 figure from the film Godzilla vs. Gigan. We'll be exploring the articulation, sculpt details, and much more for this figure. But before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and follow us on Instagram and TikTok for more monster fun. Gigan, the alien cyborg kaiju from the M Nebula, controlled by space cockroaches to help conquer Earth. We'll do a quick unboxing before we look at the figure. The box features images of Gigan in multiple different poses. He's known for his buzzsaw belly, hook-like hands, and unforgettable visor eyes. Immediately when opening the box, I find the tip of Gigan's tail sitting freely from the rest of him, but after snapping it back on really quick, I haven't had any issues with it popping back off again. Alright, let's start with articulation and height. Gigan has a ton of joints and points of articulation. The tail, neck, and legs are incredibly flexible, allowing Gigan to pose in a wide range of dynamic stances. His beak mouth opens and closes, along with the mandible blades on each sides of his mouth. Even his little tongue moves as well. His arm blades have a good range of motion, but I personally can't get his blades to touch or cross like he displays in some films. But his articulation is otherwise very good. He's got a really great range of articulation in his tail and everything. You can get him in pretty good poses. I've heard reports of breakage in the sails on his back. They are an interesting design choice for sure, but with careful handling, they should be good. I do notice I can't get his mouth to close all the way, but I do like his roaring open mouth look more anyways. While you can get him into the flight pose, he doesn't come with a stand to hold him up and display in this position, so it's a little hard to keep him here. Gigan recently celebrated his 50th anniversary in 2022, and this figure helps commemorate that. The figure is designed, sculpted, and painted by legendary kaiju artist Yuji Sakai, faithfully reproducing the classic suit. Gigan's inclusion in this figure lineup is a dream come true for fans of the Showa-era Godzilla films. The sculpt on this figure is a true work of art. The intricate details on Gigan are really impressive. From the scales on the body to the menacing visor on Gigan's head, the attention to detail is stunning. This little thing would look just like the suit if it weren't for the articulation cuts. The paint is pretty much perfect. The eye visor has a vibrant, glossy red that has a bug-like texture to it, just like the suit. The golden grayish green look is really great, as well as the airbrushing on the sails. With my figure though, there is a tiny scuff of dark paint on one of his arm blades, but it's not the end of the world for me. A closer look at the sails, you can see they detach a little bit to allow for more posing options with like flight mode and such. There's only one little joint holding them on, it seems, so with too much pressure applied, it's pretty easy to see how they can break. So again, be careful with them and you should hopefully have no issues. Now let's talk about height. Gigan stands around 6.3 inches, and he scales well with most of the other figures in the S.H.MA line. But realistically, the actual scales of all of these monsters is kind of all over the place. Godzilla is literally a different size in every movie, for example, but if you put his figures side by side, he kind of looks like the same height. So you kind of gotta just go with what the scale of this line is. Now, let's compare Gigan's height to other figures in my collection. Here he is with the Final Wars S.H.MonsterArts Godzilla and the new Hiya Toys Atomic Breath version Godzilla 2021. And the Godzilla 2000 movie monster series from Bandai. along with the Robot Spirits Evangelion Unit 1. And to finish it off, the Mezco Destroy All Monsters box set series with Godzilla, Anguirus, and King Ghidorah to match the Godzilla vs. Gigan cast. I'm really looking forward to the upcoming release that's sure to excite Godzilla fans. The Godzilla 1972 figure to match Gigan is on its way, and I can't wait to get my hands on it and pose these two, photographing them in epic battles. That guy's coming out next year. Before we wrap up, I took a few photos of Gigan in various lighting situations, from natural light on my little back patio to controlled studio lighting using Ulanzi lights and my TV to set up some diorama scenes. Let's take some pictures. And that's a wrap for our S.H.MonsterArts Gigan 1972 from Tamashii Nations. I hope you enjoyed this close look at the figure's articulation, sculpt, and design. And don't forget that upcoming 1972 Godzilla figure is coming to match, so pre-order it now. Expect to probably see a video of him here on this channel when he finally drops. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok for even more monster madness. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a fantastic rest of your day.